I made a mistake in recalling the events of 12 years ago.
It was a remarkable confession coming from a big-time network TV anchor.
I want to apologize. I said I was traveling in an aircraft that was hit by RPG fire. I was instead in a following aircraft. We're going along for the ride.
The incident in question came in 2003 when NBC's Brian Williams flew in with U.S. troops as they invaded Iraq. Listen carefully to what he said then.
We learned the Chinook ahead of us was almost blown out of the sky. That hole was made by a rocket-propelled grenade, or RPG.
Indeed, careful to underline, that's not the Chinook he was in. But in retelling the tale over the years, that detail changed.
2 of our 4 helicopters were hit by ground fire, including the one I was in.
No kidding.
RPG and AK-47 with rounds coming into the airframe. But
Did you think you would die?
Briefly, sure.
Right up to last week,
after their Chinook helicopter was hit and crippled by enemy fire.
when first at an NHL game in New York and then on his own newscast, the new version stood.
When the helicopter we were traveling in was forced down after being hit by an RPG.
Suddenly, soldiers who say they were there fired back. Said one on Facebook, "Such a liar. He was on my aircraft and we were not shot down." Said another, "Sorry, dude, I don't remember you being on my aircraft. I do remember you walking up about an hour after we had landed to ask me what had happened." Twitter quickly filled with mockery and contempt, calls for his firing amid fury for an untruth that seemed aimed at making Williams himself look good. And yet today, the pilot in Williams' aircraft in '03 to the rescue, kind of.
He was there at the time of the attack.
Rich Krell telling CNN, indeed, their aircraft was not hit by the RPG, but it did take small arms fire.
I mean, we were all scared. That's the truth.
A conflation of events, says Williams, in explaining how he misremembered that frightening day,
And also now, my apology.
but leaving many to wonder, is that enough? Paul Hunter, CBC News, Washington.